Hey, what's going on, guys? This is War Machine again. Just wanted to show you guys some of these attacks that I was working on earlier. I know we were talking about a lot of people not being able to 3-star these Town Hall 9s. So yeah, I just wanted to make a video for you guys just to hopefully help you guys out in the future wars. If you guys have any other questions, just feel free to let me know. I figured this way it's a little bit better, so I can at least give you guys a demonstration of how it should be done and just give you guys a little bit of commentary. So hopefully that helps you guys out in the future. I know a lot of people get frustrated with Town Hall 9s, especially if you see here on the war attacks. I mean, basically a lot of us can't 3-star Town Hall 9s. I myself have a little bit of problems with them here and there. So I understand that, you know, it's a difficult thing. I mean, you can't just go out there and just spam it like you can some other Town Halls and expect to get a 3-star. So I'm going to show you guys the 3 attacks that I think are the better ones for Town Hall 9. The first one I'm going to be doing is the Lava Loon, which is my favorite one to do at Town Hall 9. I mean, I do it basically every single war. And for some reason, it's just like, you know, it just takes a little bit of practice. I still do kind of like the old school Lava Loon. I don't do like just the newer one with all the rages and all the haste. I like to do the one where you just kind of take out one air defense and then just kind of work your way around the base. You know, it's a little bit old school, but it's still very effective, and I think it's the best way to do it. So I'm going to be doing this one with Sentinel. And what I've done is I've actually only used the same amount of army camp that you can use at Town Hall 9. This account has really low heroes, so I'm not going to be using the Grand Warden. I'm just using whatever you could use at Town Hall 9. I'm using the same spells and everything. So the base that I found was just like a square base, which is pretty common. And like I said, the first thing you want to do is just lightning one of the air defenses, and then you're going to hit it with the earthquake, and then that's just going to get rid of it. So what it does is it just leaves you 3 air defenses, so it makes it a lot more easier to determine where your loons and your lava hounds are going to be going to. I used the rage, the haste here to try to get see if there was anything in the CC, but I failed because this guy had a bunch of spread out defenses, which was unfortunate. And then I tried to kill the queen with my king, and she stayed alive, so there was that. So at this point I'm like, okay, I just gotta start the attack. If you guys notice here, I actually sent out 3 lava loons to 1 air defense, which you don't want to do. You want to send 2 to each one, but it's whatever. And then instead of just spamming in the loons, I actually picked defenses separately. So I would send like 2 or 3 to each different defense, just so it helps them push into the core faster. And then I raged them as they were inside the base already. I don't want to do it before because to me I feel like that's kind of a waste of a rage. It's more effective if you actually use it when you get into the base. The queen that was at the bottom, I actually ended up using a poison on her, and then I used my queen to kill her. So it was kind of like a queen swap. And then, like I said, the main thing you want to be doing with these lava loon attacks is making sure that the lava loons stay in the front. There was a cannon right there off to the side, which was going to make my loons kind of leave the base. So I sent out some archers out there just to kill it. And then the lava pups took care of the other one. So there was just one Tesla towards the center. And then the lava loon went towards it and just took it out. So once that last Tesla goes down, I mean, the base is pretty much done. At this point, the lava pups are just going to take care of it. You really want to have the loons towards the center of the core where all those higher HP buildings are, because that's just going to help speed it up. If you have like the archers or something taking care of those, or the lava pups, it takes a little bit longer. The loons will take care of it real quickly. So that's the reason I really like this one. It was one attack. I just tried it one time and it was done. So like I said, for me that was the one that works the best. I switched over to steel, and in this one I decided to do a dragon attack, and I also did a Valkyrie attack. Now I actually failed on the dragon attack, but it's actually not a Town Hall 9. It's closer to a Town Hall 10. This base actually has some it has Town Hall 9 air defenses, which is the reason I decided to attack it. So what I did here was I took out the 2 side air defenses. What you want to do is minimize the damage that your dragons are going to be getting. So you don't want to be going up against 2 air defenses at a time. You want to go up against 1. So on this one, you can see the 2 air defenses are split. There's one at the top and there's one at the bottom. And what I did was I deployed the dragons to the side. So what I'm trying to do is basically push them into the center. Since this guy has the heroes off to the side, I knew that the dragons were going to be attracted to them. So as long as the sides had just kind of got taken care of, the little buildings got taken care of, the loons were going to go straight into the center along with the dragons. So if you see here, they went straight into there, took out that air defense. So basically, there's no more air defenses that are going to be hitting them. This guy does have Town Hall 10 Teslas, which is unfortunate for me. He also had his expos pointed up, and his sweepers were towards the center. So they're basically there to really mess up your air attacks. They were just there to like either sweep you to one side or the other side. So if you see here, I'm getting hit by both of those sweepers, which you don't really want to have happen. What you want to do is attack the back side of the sweepers so they don't interrupt your dragons. At this point, you can't really do much about the dragons. You just gotta let them work. So I sent out the king and the queen. You really want to save your heroes towards the end of the dragon raids. You don't want to send them out right at the beginning, because a lot of times they'll get picked off by like weaker defenses, and you can get a lot more stuff done with them if you just kind of save them towards like the middle or towards the end of the raid. If you see here, the queen's taking out a lot of defenses, and she's also taking care of those storages, which can definitely hold you up. The dragons are just kind of there, just getting swept around by that sweeper. It was really annoying. I was able to get most of this base taken care of. I think it was like a 92 or 93%, which, like I said, this isn't really a Town Hall 9. It's more like a 9.5 with those max Teslas and Town Hall 10 Teslas. They really do a lot of damage to the dragons, especially if they got a sweeper on them. So, like I said, it's just something to keep in mind. If this would have been a Town Hall 9, I do feel that this would have been a 3-star. Like I said, the nice thing about this style of attack is you don't have to worry about the CCs. With other attacks like the Laloons, you definitely want to check for the CC troops and just make sure that you get them killed. But with the dragons, you just send them out and just kind of funnel them in, make sure they go where they need to go, and then that's it. You just kind of watch them and just support them a little bit. The third one I did was I did 3 Valkyrie attacks. I hate these things. I did the best that I could. This is actually very close to Max Town Hall 9. And I just went with the Earthquakes. It's kind of like an old school style of Valkyrie attack. I just sent out the 2 golems, which will be coming out in a minute, hopefully. Yeah. But if you notice, the CC on this base is in the center. You really don't want to be attacking this kind of a base with Valkyries, because it's going to take them a while to get to that CC, and you're not going to be able to lure it. So I would say if you find a base that has the CC on the outside where you can lure it real quick and just kill it, it's much more better. So what I did was I sent out some wizards just to help get rid of some of those trash buildings, and then I made sure that the Valkyries were going to be attacking the wall. So I sent one of them out first, and then the rest of them once I knew that they were going to go inside. So where I messed up here was I didn't realize that they were going to be attracted to the queen. Obviously, I'm not sure what's up with these Valkyries, but none of them went into the center. They all went outside. And I was able to get a very high 2-star on this, but I wasn't happy with this attack. Once your Valkyries go outside like these ones did, I'm just going to give you an example. It's going to be really hard for you to get any kind of attack going, because these girls are just going to go around, and all these little defenses are here on the outside are just going to be kind of sniping at them and shooting at them, and they're just, like I said, it's just a really bad way. You really want to get them into the center, get that center carved out as quickly as possible, and then hopefully they don't come outside, because the second those Valkyries come outside, they're gonna get wrecked. I mean, I was pretty upset with this attack because I actually did it perfect. They went straight into the center, and unfortunately, like I said, they were attracted to the queen, and they just ended up going on the outside. So, they were able to beat through these walls pretty quickly. These were max walls, so these are going to stop the Valkyries. These are level 4, so they're basically max Town Hall 9 Valkyries. The queen did what she could, just kind of helped out a little bit there. I just want to see how high I could get up to. I didn't think I was going to be able to 3-star it. I mean, obviously, if I went with my full army, with my full CC and used the warden and everything, of course, this probably would have been a 3-star. But I wanted to kind of even out the playing field, just to give you guys an example of what it is to attack with the actual Town Hall 9 army, as opposed to be using my troops and army camps that are much more higher. So, like I said, 96%, it was okay. I wasn't too happy with it. I don't really use this army. I think this is the first time I've used this army in probably a good year. But I mean, it's a fun army to use if you just want to change. I mean, Lavaloons for me are the best at Town Hall 9. They're gonna basically take care of any Town Hall 9 with the exception of anti-air designs. So the last one I did here, it's a very standard base. I think we actually seen this one in War today, so I wanted to show it. Same thing, you just want to use those earthquakes just to get a path right into the center of the core. And then same thing like last time, you send out one golem. I'm using a max golem in my CC, which you can always get from me. So that's why I figured it was fair. Okay, you can always get a max golem from me. And then same thing like last time, just send out the wizards. You really want to make sure that those army camps on the side are getting taken care of before you send out the Valkyries, because if they go towards those army camps, they're gonna go around the base again and they're gonna get messed up. But in this case, they actually ended up going to the center, which was fine. I know they're gonna go towards the king, which is what I wanted them to do. As soon as they started getting into the center of the base, I just sent out the heal. Unfortunately, this one, those expos were down, but it wouldn't have mattered, because if you notice here, this center of the base, they went in perfect. They raged, and then I just healed them, and the center was done in like took like 2 or 3 seconds. So it was done. So basically, now all you want to be doing is just watching your heroes, making sure that they're, they don't die. If you notice here, my queen's getting really low on health, so I hit the ability just to kind of help her not get killed. And this one actually came out real perfect, because if you notice right here on the bottom, the golems were in the front of the army the whole time, which is exactly what you want to do. That golem right there took a lot of damage, and as he's doing that, the Valkyries are coming around the sides and just doing all the cleanup, and they don't make it into the center, which, I mean, it's fine, they did their job, and then the rest of them just kind of come in, just kind of beat through this wall real quick and just get into the center. So like I said, if you do a little bit of planning with the Valkyries, you can get a 3-star. I don't really like them, just because, like I said, the success rate is not as high as the lava loons or the dragons for me. But if you want to use this type of army, I mean, you can use the troop potion, and you basically can use this exact same army, probably even better spells than I have on this one. So like I said, hopefully this was informational for you guys, and I want to see if you guys do deploy some of this stuff. If you guys have any other comments for me, just kind of let me know in the clan, and I'll see if I can help you guys out with that. If you guys want to see any other attacks, just let me know, and I'll do my best. Like I said, I didn't want to sugarcoat this, so I showed you guys exactly how it was. So alright guys, well, thank you very much, and I'll see you guys later on the game. Thanks, bye.